Hello everyone, Emily here. I'm so happy to be back doing this texture blanket, and I want to tell everyone thank you for watching. Look at all the different textures. I'm really happy with my blanket. Um, I just love all the colors and I just love touching it, and it's going to be extremely warm. I guess I just love all the colors. I keep saying they're my favorite, but I love them all. So I'm here at the end with this blue. I really like this single crochet back stitch. This is what I use for the rim of my hats, and I this year I really want to do a tutorial on making a sweater. I'll have to show you the ones I did, and I don't use a pattern, I just wing it. So I'd like to just wing making a sweater with you also. So I'm going to go in this last stitch here. I'm going to change my color, and we're going to change it to this really pretty green I have over here. It's a mainstay. I really like mainstay and red heart both. So I'm going to do like my end like I have through the whole blanket. Chain one to secure it, and then I'm just going to bring those tails through a stitch, and then I'll bury it as I go. So I'm going to turn my work. Blanket's getting big now. Look at all those textures. So I'm going to crochet another one. I'm going to chain another one. So that's a total of 2 chains. I'm going to yarn over and go into the very next stitch and do a double crochet. I'm going to bury my tails. I have my grandkids here, so they're in the background. Sorry, my house is pretty small. We're going to do a V-stitch. So we're going to skip one. We're going to do yarn over, and we're going to do a double crochet. I'm burying my tail. And then we're going to chain one, and we're going to do a double crochet in that same stitch. So what we're going to do is we're going to do the V-stitch all the way across, but this pattern I'm going to call it the bunny stitch. I've never seen this anywhere else, and I kind of just discovered it, and it's perfect timing for Easter coming up. You can make a bunny blanket, which I'm thinking about doing now if I have enough time. So we're going to do a double crochet, chain one, and another double crochet in the same stitch. We're going to skip one in between each one of those, and that is a V-stitch. So I'm here at the end, and I'm going to do double crochets here in the last 2 stitches. Look at yours, since we're not um, doing a pattern together. You might only have to do one. I believe my other side might be different. But just the blanket's yours, so you just want to make sure if you do 2 at the end here every time, chain 2 and turn it, and then you make sure you go into that first stitch, you'll be fine. But if you only did 1 there at the end and you chain 2 and turn, then you would not do another one. So now we are going to go back, and we are going to do our V-stitch again. all the way across. So we're going to do our double crochet, chain one, double crochet in the same opening, and we're going to do it right in the opening where that chain one is. See how pretty it is, and the edge looks really good too. So this is the V-stitch, and we're just going to do it all the way to the other side. And then when we come back, we're going to change our stitch. Now I'm going to do it in this same green color, but if you go to the other video that I made, and it's called the bunny stitch, we would change our color at the end of this row, and we'd use another color, and then you'd be able to see the bunnies. So if you do it here on your blanket, and I'm just doing these 2 rows and then we're going to change it, then you could make a bunny blanket, which I'm thinking about doing. But this is really pretty. If it starts to feel like there's too many stitches and it is getting a little wavy, mine's is. But when I do the next stitch after it, which I've already started, it starts to flatten it out. Well, here at the end, you can see that I did 2 stitches on the end. So now we're only going to change, we only chained 1 when we turned. We're going to yarn over twice because we are going to do a triple crochet, and we're going to go down below here, the opening. This opening is not down below the V stitches, it is along the side. So you pull your yarn through there, and you go through 2 loops, go through 2 more, and then go through the last 2. That's a triple crochet. Now we're going to go into the V-stitch itself, and we're going to do a single crochet. So we're going to repeat that all the way across. So just watch, and I hope it's really self-explanatory. I know looking at it right now you can't see the bunnies, but when you change the colors you can see the bunnies. So please look at my other tutorial. But I think this is really pretty even in one color. It's just a really pretty stitch. So we're not going to continue doing a lot of rows of this. This was just a sample that I did, and that's how I figured out it looked like a bunny. This stitch gives it really nice texture, and you can really feel the blanket. So we're going to go ahead and do a single crochet all the way to the other end to get ready for our next stitch. And you can see where to go in really simple and easy. So let's just go ahead and do that all the way across. I think this looks really pretty. It's pretty unique. It just looks really nice. It's nice and puffy.